Hi, welcome to my journey. My name is Cherie. We just finished picking up some dog food, and I went back to look at how much, the creamer was. The creamer has went up 40 cents. Okay? So I decided just to buy the sugar-free Walmart brand chocolate syrup with Splenda, sugar-free. Okay? Because we got to do better. We definitely got to do better. I was getting dressed, right? And I do my lightweight exercises. I basically walk 2 miles a day. I try to watch what I eat, right? Now, yesterday, I did, want a snack, right? I wanted dessert, for real, okay? And so what I ended up doing was that guy had silver all on his beard, and his beard was braided down to his chest. Down here. I had to look. I'm like, wow, that's really a strange looking guy there. So, yeah, I struggled with, should I buy the $10 bag of dog food, or should I go ahead and buy the 46-pound bag of dog food? The 46 bag of dog food definitely was going to cost me more, but it was also going to give me more, right? The 46-pound bag of dog food, cost like 54 cents a pound, right? The $10 bag, the $10 bag, that cost 78 cents a pound. So, of course, the man said you should probably get the bigger bag. That's what the man said. Okay. So we went ahead and did that. So now my mind can rest at ease, and my pitties are going to eat for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Okay? Now, honestly, if I just had the one dog, that bag would probably last me, probably a month and a half. Right? Like I said, they keep trying to tell people, it ain't gonna make no difference feeding, an extra person or an extra animal, and it does. It's twice as much. For real. Look, if I say it's gonna be like 3 weeks to feed both of them, and for one of them, it would be like a month and a half to 2 months, that's twice as much. But anyway, I did, I was craving the notion of putting them in the car with me, and we're going for a ride, and maybe even a small walk, right? I really miss going for walks with them. That was like the highlight of my life. Okay? So, Who knows? Maybe I can get back into it. I could go back to the house, pick them up, and put them in the car and take them for a small walk. I really could. Do I want to? Kinda, sorta. Will I? I don't know. I'm thinking. It's been a while since I've taken them for a walk. Like I said, they kind of like my sun and my moon. We still got about an hour's worth of daylight, right? And I've been laid up because it's been cold all morning, right? Like I said, we still have ice and stuff, where the sun's not hitting, right? So the whole side of my house and the side of the fence, the sun's not hitting there. Definitely am taking the dog food back to the house. And I'm really, really tempted to pick up the pitties. Pick the pitties up. Take them for a walk. Yeah, she hanging on this dude's door like she in love with him. Or depended on him. Codependent on him? Perhaps. I keep finding a little red road. Hold on. Alright, look who I got in the car with me. I got the pitties. I got the pitties in the car with me. Yeah. Whew. They were so excited. Oh my God, I couldn't even put the leash on them. They couldn't believe it. They were like, "Are we serious? Are you serious? You're taking us for a walk?" They couldn't believe it. Then when I opened up the garage door and they didn't see the car, they were like stunned. They're like, "Where's the car?" And then Snoopy was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go for a walk in the neighborhood." Cause Snoopy, she be wanting to talk to these dogs that be barking in our neighborhood. When she get out, she be like, "Here I come." Like I said, they're my sun and my moon. So I'm gonna take him up here to this little lake like I used to do when it was warm, and they was giving me the old struggle. The old struggle. That's okay. Coming with me. I think they're glad. Look at them. They're so happy. They're like, "What's going going on? Where are we going? And they're like, are we gonna be able to inspect some P-mail? Yes, you'll be able to inspect some P-mail. I'll give you some room. Just inspect the P-mail. All right? Okay. Because they're getting a little fat. They are. They're getting a little fat. I'll show y'all a picture of them when we're walking. They're getting a little fat. They're not fat. No, they're not getting fat. They're getting stout like they mama. They get it from their mama. Ooh. Yeah, it look like it got just a degree warmer. It's 47 degrees. And the time is 4:33. Yeah, I was trying to put that harness on Snoopy. It's tight. It's tight. It was snug before, but now it's tight. So she done put on some weight. And I ain't mad at her. Shoot. Why not put on some weight? Why not? I mean, don't put on some weight so much that, it's gonna like handicap you or, cause you to dang, that looked like a Los Angeles truck. When they saw a truck in half and they put the body of one truck onto another type of vehicle, that's what that truck looked like. I mean, it was good. It was long as F, though. It was long. So yeah, it's the 1st of February. Already. So Liz, she spoke to me. Like, how you doing? How's your little car doing? And I'm like, yeah, And they're like, well, it gets you to and fro, right? I said, yeah, that's all you can really expect. Then I turned around and I asked her, I said, well, if you decide to, sell your car, let me know. She's like, oh, no, I ain't going to do that, The way my 401k, hitting, this is going to be it, And I'm like, yeah, you said that last time. All I'm saying is the next time you plan on selling your car, let me know. She traded her car in, is what she did. She had traded her car in. But, I know when you trade your car in, they're not going to give you the value that the car is worth, right? They finagle the numbers, so much that you don't even know what happened, right? They got your car, you got their car, and, it's like, well, you just agreed upon their payments, and they'll send you your payments in the mail. Or you can come pick them up in about 10 days. Well after, the buyer beware, protection that they used to have, where you had like 3 to 7 days, to rethink a purchase, something like that. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're back here at this beautiful park. It's probably a park that should be familiar because we used to come here a lot. You know, we used to come here a lot. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to go outside? You ready? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay.